Members, if I could have your attention for just 1 minute. We have a very special day here today. We have our newest member of the Minnesota House joining us for the first time today in District 5B. Representative Carly Melin is joining us for the first time today, ready to take some votes. Please give her a warm House of Representatives welcome.
Representative Carly Melin became a Minnesota House representative after winning a special election to replace Tony Surdich, who now serves as Iron Range Resources Chairman.
I was elected in a special election on February 15th to replace Commissioner Surdich. So this is his former seat. I'm really excited to be on this committee, and I look forward to all the work that we're going to be doing over this session.
House TV interviewed the new representative and learned more about her background, concerns, and what politician has inspired her. Now, Representative Melin, you're one of the youngest representatives in the House. What has your initial experience been like?
Sure, and I am currently the youngest woman serving in the legislature. There are a couple men younger than me, but so far it's been a really great experience. Everyone has been really kind and welcoming, and it doesn't seem like my age has been much of an issue. And for my constituents back home, my district really has a history of electing young people. My predecessor was actually a year and a half younger than me when he was first elected. So for my constituents, it's nothing new to have a young person represent them.
I appreciate you taking the time today to hear my first major bill as a new legislator. I will try to explain it as well as I can and to answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Representative Melin, what would you like the public to know about you personally?
Well, you know, I represent a very unique part of the state, the Iron Range up in northeastern Minnesota in the Arrowhead region, which is where I'm originally from. I'm a Hibbing native, born and raised there, went to Hibbing schools all throughout. At that time, after graduating from Hibbing High School, I had the opportunity to go to college at Bemidji State. I got degrees in political science and social work. And then I decided I wanted to be an attorney, so I went straight to law school at Hamline University School of Law here in St. Paul. I was fortunate to be able to get a job on the Iron Range right after finishing law school. So I moved back there and I was working in Virginia and living in Hibbing. And then the opportunity arose to run for office, and I've always been very passionate about representing my community. So I ran for office and I was elected, and here I am.
Can you tell us a little bit about your district?
I represent the Iron Range, which is a very unique part of the state located in the Arrowhead region. And we mine iron ore, which we have been for decades. And we've always, you know, mining ore and creating steel has created a huge economy on the range, but benefited really the state in a whole. And so, you know, we also have community colleges in my district. We have lots of economic diversity, but we're trying to have some more economic diversity so that we can make sure people have the opportunity to have employments and careers in that region, and we're really working hard towards that. And we're on the cusp of an economic boom right now, so there's a lot of good things going on in my district.
Representative Melin, what issues are important to you?
I've always been very passionate about representing my community. I've always been active in my community, and I've always been active in politics. I always planned on running for office. I didn't know that it would be this soon or that I would be this young, but the opportunity arose and I took it because, you know, I believe that we need to have a strong and passionate voice for the people. And I've had a very fortunate life because I was able to go through the public school system, which was strong in Minnesota, and I hope that we can continue to have a strong public school system here. You know, I was able to take advantage of going to college and law school and then to have a career. And I want to make sure all young people have that opportunity to get a good education and a good job, and that's what inspired me to run for office.
How will you judge your job performance at the end of the session?
When the session is done, I'm going to judge my job performance with how hard I worked for my constituents. And, you know, I get here early in the morning, usually before everybody else, and I'm one of the last people to leave because I'm really working hard on initiatives that are going to benefit my constituents, my region, and the entire state. Because, you know, what's good for the state is good for the range, and what's good for the range is good for the whole state. So it's really important to me that we have some strong economic initiatives this session, that we invest in education, that we make sure we plan out a good future for our youth.
What politician do you admire most, and how has he or she inspired you?
Sure, I would say for a politician inspiring me would have to be Paul Wellstone. And, you know, I was young when Paul was serving in the U.S. Senate, and I remember when I was in 11th grade and he was killed in a plane crash, I remember I was sitting in civics class at Hibbing High School, and everyone was really devastated because of the things that he did for our state and the things that he did for our young people, the things he did for the working people, for labor, for the environment. And people were really devastated by his loss. And Paul Wellstone has a quote that was, "Never separate the life you live from the words you speak." And I think that those are excellent words to live by. And there are a lot of politicians and a lot of people in all walks of life that don't follow that, don't follow those words, and they talk out of both sides of their mouths. And Paul Wellstone was not someone that did that, and I hope that I won't be either.
If you'd like to contact Representative Melin, you can use the information on your screen.